Hello to the nation, Dr. PlayStation Nation here, talk to you guys for another episode of How to Twitch, the series where I show you guys anything and everything relating to streaming on Twitch. So pretty much this episode, so we did a bunch of episodes in the past where we've gone over things like donation pages, Twitch alerts, the things like, you know, how to collect donations, how to do things along the lines of setting up Tboard, and you know, how to set up OBS. OBS being the software that I choose to use, even though there is alternatives like XSplit and whatnot, showing you guys everything and everything. So this episode is going to be specifically about overlays. This is by far one of the most requested episodes that I've had, and I wanted to make sure, for me, it seemed like overlays were a very simple thing to do, and I wanted to make sure that whatever people find most difficult about doing their own overlays, I answer those questions for you guys. So for those of you who want to make overlays, one of the main softwares that you will almost always need to have is going to be Photoshop, guys. This is the software that I've been using, you know, throughout all of high school, throughout all of post-secondary. This is the software I've been using for several years, and I've become very comfortable with. It is a professional grade software. I use Photoshop CS6. You guys can go about getting, you know, the Creative Cloud suite, which can be a little bit cheaper. You guys can go through alternative methods of online that may or may not involve you actually paying for the software. If you guys want a free alternative, I hear GIMP is pretty good. So if you guys want to use GIMP, that's like a free photo editor. Again, I cannot vouch for how easy it is to make overlays for your stream, but this is sort of what I use. Now, pretty much I have a ton of different overlays that I use. So, you know, I have my pending overlays that I've made. I have my my original stream template. This is what my streams originally looked like. Moving over to now, you know, my next one a little bit more advanced, as you guys can see. Then moving on to this one, which is an alternative to this one, where I can play UHC and none of my chords will show up. One of the things I've had to do was I had to actually get a screenshot of my in-game, you know, my HUD and everything, so that I know exactly where to cover up. So I did that. I actually had to do that a couple times to verify. And then finally, you know, my most recent version of this, where if I scroll down, I can, you know, I use that same screenshot to verify that again, this would indeed cover up my chords, and it's a much more simple, refined look. I really do like the you know, the clear, simple look, rather than, you know, kind of the very technical, bordered look around everything. So I do like this one. But anyway, so pretty much how do you go about actually making these things? Well, first of all, you're going to want to go File and New, and you're going to want to open up something that is going to be in a 16:9 aspect ratio. So I make all of my things now. I do everything that I do with YouTube at 4K resolution, default 4K resolution, just for the cases where if I eventually do need to go about recording in 4K and uploading in 4K, I can do that. Now for you guys are definitely going to want to do 1920 by 1080, guys. So 1080. That is a 1080p resolution, 16:9, and I always do 300 resolution. That again is not a requirement. Most people, for print ads and stuff like that, you're going to want to do 72 or 71, 72. I'm going to do, again, 300. All it's going to do is increase file size. As you guys can see, this is going to be 6 megabytes. If I were to do 72, it's going to be a lot less than that, and I guess it only updates when I change it. But yeah, 300 versus 72. And then you guys can pick your color profiles if that really matters to you. You guys are going to want square pixels, and then your color depth. Again, if you're streaming, 8-bit is good enough. And make sure this is pixels per inch, guys. Pixels per inch, not per centimeter. And make sure these are these are pixels, not inches, centimeters, picas, all that sort of stuff. And yeah, so anyway, once you're going to make that, you're going to want to also name it. So you're going to want to name it something. So you guys can do stream overlay demo. So once you guys create that, boom, it's going to give you this guy. So what you guys are wanting to do right off the bat is you guys want to make a new layer by hitting this new layer button. You guys are wanting to delete this, and boom, now this is your new layer. So as you guys can see from here, it is pretty much all up to your own creativity in figuring out exactly what you guys want. So you guys can do things like, you know, for this guy right here was actually made in Cinema 4D. So what I can do is I can actually take this, I can move this over here, drop it in, and boom, there's where, you know, my name's going to be. I did this in Cinema 4D, so again, this isn't going to be a tutorial showing you guys that, but if you guys don't have Cinema 4D, you guys can do something along these lines. Dr. PlayStation, there we go. We can select a font size and do something like maybe 72, 50, let's try 30. Boom, that's perfect. And then we're going to select it again, maybe make it, you know, like a a light blue or something similar. So like a baby blue or like a sky blue right there, boom. And then we can add some effects to it if we would want to. So, you know, you guys can add very simple drop shadow, makes it look a lot better. Spread it out, maybe make the size a little bit less. Add a stroke. And, you know, very simple to do these sort of things, guys. So add a stroke right there. Going to reduce the size a little bit. Maybe add a little gradient overlay right there. Screen. And boom, there we go. So we just made, you know, some more text for our little guy right here. And as you guys can see, I do have 2 layers here. So I actually have 2 layers, and what I did there was I simply wanted to make it a little bit more animated, a little bit more dynamic. So if I do this, I can actually duplicate this layer here, and then I can I'm going to rasterize type, and then rasterize layer style, and then filter, blur, motion blur right here, and then boom, like that, and then bam, I just did that, and now it looks a lot more professional than what I originally did. As far as this guy here having these, you know, little overlays, as you guys can see, so if I were to want to do something like this, I can very simply make a new layer, grab a marquee tool like so, say I wanted it to be in this location. All I would need to do is then do something like get your paint bucket key, you know, do that. Again, add some more effects, change it up a little bit. You guys can add various texts, so you know you can be donators like so. Make it whatever color you guys would like it. So again, I'm not going to focus too much on this because we are already a decent amount into this video. And let's scale that down a little bit, and like so. And then after you guys do all of those various things, add everything that you guys would want on this sort of HUD area. You guys could even make this, you know, a little banner here, like so. Add, you know, various things like your Twitter and whatnot that you guys would like on that sort of stuff. And yeah, you guys can do that sort of thing. And just want to do a gradient overlay here, make it look a little bit better. And then we can do a multiply. Let's reverse that, and then turn down the opacity a little bit. So boom, right there. We just made a frackin' cool looking, you know, little overlay, except for that donators on the bottom. That donators actually looks really bad, but whatever. So yeah, there we go. Boom, we just made our little overlay here for you guys. And when we want to save that, the most important thing is what you guys want to do is you guys are going to want to save for web, or Alt-Shift-Control-S. So if you guys do Alt-Shift-Control-S, it'll open up a save for web window here. And then what you guys are going to want to save it as is PNG24. You guys are going to hit save, and that's going to open up your little folders here. So PC build guides, I'm going to go to my How to Twitch folder. That's going to have all my thumbnails that I have here, but I'm going to open up a new folder. I'm going to call that demo, like so. And then from there, I will be able to do demo, and I'm going to do stream overlay demo. It's automatically going to name it what we named it earlier. Boom, there we go. And then from there, all you guys are going to need to do is go into your OBS right here. You guys are going to want to right click, add an image, like so. So you're going to add image, stream overlay, like so. You're going to want to browse, and then you're going to navigate to that particular folder. So here we go. We are going to go to, what did I call it? It was in the How to Twitch folder, correct? Boom, and then we're going to go to demo, and then boom, we're going to open up this guy, click OK, and because we saved it as a PNG, specifically a PNG24, what has happened is it's actually saved it with an alpha channel, and the alpha channel is that invisibility. That's why, like, you guys can see my cursor right now because it's invisible, because that white that we saw there, the checkerboard pattern, will not show up here. So that's kind of how you guys are going to make that, and how we're going to make this. Now, what a lot of people, I'm assuming, had questions about, because I asked you guys what exactly you want to know about, is how you guys are going to add text. How you guys are going to actually add these texts that will show, your top donators, how you guys are going to add text for, your followers and stuff like that. And I have shown those before, so if you guys want to check out my various other videos in the How to Twitch playlist, the link will be in the description for you guys to actually show how to do the follower thing. How to actually do the donator thing is going to be through StreamTip Alerter. When you install StreamTip Alerter, it's actually going to add some text files into a folder that you can choose. So my folder is in my documents, and it's going to add a bunch of these text files, and then all you guys will need to do is you guys are going to add a text thing, and that's going to be, donators, like so. And then all you guys will need to do is you're going to use from a file, you're going to browse, you're going to go to your documents, going to go to your Twitch, or stream tip, that's what I meant. And then you're going to go tip list recent, boom. And then you guys are going to use custom text extents right there. You might want to use an outline as well if you guys want to. And then you guys are going to need to pick what size you want this to be. So usually you want this size to be much higher than the other one, so you guys can make that something like 250, and then hit OK. And boom, as you guys can see, we are going to hit edit scene, and you guys will see this on screen. You guys will see, you know, Officer M is the first one, so you guys can do things like that. You guys can, so using we're going to have to pick another option, which is wrap. There we go, scroll mode, scroll to left, boom. Sorry about that, guys. I had to exactly figure out what the option was, and it was actually scroll speed. So you have to change your scroll speed to actually be something. So as you guys can see, now it is going to be moving across the screen, and you simply need to use just your edit scene and be able to set that up in a way where it's going to fit with whatever you want. So the stream overlay says donators, and this will, you know, go there. You guys can change all of your various other options surrounding that, so you guys can go about doing that yourself and customize that, but that is the basics that you guys need for that. And yeah, so anyway, that is how you guys are going to do overlays. Again, like I showed you, there's lots of things that you guys are going to do. This, you know, my very first overlay is nowhere near as professional looking as, you know, my most recent overlay. So this, I personally believe, actually, it looks a lot better. But, you know, you guys will get better using softwares. You will get better and that sort of thing. There's tons of overlays that you guys can find online and all that sort of stuff. So anyway, hopefully you guys did enjoy. Make sure you guys slam that like button down below. I should probably take off this overlay here, but make sure you guys slam that like button down below. Subscribe, join the nation for more how to Twitch videos. Check out the playlist in the description for all other videos about how to Twitch and all that other cool stuff. But anyway, hopefully you guys did enjoy. I'm the Doctor, and I'm out. Bye.